The Lost Colony of Roanoke, The Forgotten Files Special. Introduction. Welcome to Forgotten Files. Hey everyone! Welcome to the very first video on my channel, Forgotten Files. Today, we're going to explore one of history's biggest mysteries, the Lost Colony of Roanoke. But this isn't just another boring history lesson. Nope. We're going on a wild adventure full of secret messages, hidden islands, magical whispers, and maybe even a tiny ghost or two. Don't worry, they're friendly. Now, before we step into the past, imagine losing something super important. Maybe a sock, maybe a homework notebook, or even an entire colony of people. Yep, that actually happened. And today, you and I are going to uncover their secrets. So grab a snack, sit back, and get ready for a story full of twists, turns, and the occasional whoa, did that just happen? Moment? Chapter 1. The Vanishing. The sun dipped low over the calm waters of the Outer Banks, painting the sky in streaks of gold, pink, and fiery orange, like someone had spilled a gigantic jar of paint across the horizon. On a small sandy island, the English settlers of Roanoke were finishing their evening meal. They laughed, shared stories, and dreamed of building a new life far away from England's cold, foggy streets. Young Thomas, 10 years old and full of curiosity, was sneaking an extra biscuit from the table. "Thomas," shouted his older sister, "Mary, that's your fourth one." "Well," Thomas replied, "mouthful, I'm doing serious research. I'm investigating the sudden disappearance of all biscuits in the colony." The settlers chuckled, unaware that a storm was brewing, not in the sky, but in the very secrets of the island itself. That night, as the wind whispered through the trees, Thomas had a strange feeling, almost like someone, or something, was watching. By morning, the sun rose, birds chirped, and the settlers were gone. Not a single person, not a sound, not a footprint. Only a single word carved into a tree remained. Croatoan. Thomas squinted at the carving. Maybe it's the name of the biscuit thief, he muttered. But even he knew it was something far stranger. The mystery had begun. Chapter 2. Clues in the Sand. Fast forward 400 years. Historians were still scratching their heads. Treasure hunters mapped the island. Explorers wondered if the settlers had vanished into thin air. And now, in the modern day, our story begins with a team of explorers armed with flashlights, notebooks, and a serious obsession with solving mysteries. Walking along the sandy beach, the explorers discovered strange stones, smooth as polished glass, with markings almost like letters. One of them whispered, "Look, these can't be natural." The wind rustled through the palm fronds, as if the island itself was whispering secrets. "Hopefully, if the colony comes back as ghosts," one explorer joked, "they come with snacks." Nervous laughter followed, but the explorers didn't move the stones. Somehow, it felt important. As they dug further, they uncovered footprints in unusual shapes, wooden carvings, and a tattered journal bound in sea-worn leather. Flipping it open, they found a message. "To whoever finds this, beware the shadows that walk when no one is looking." Thomas would have called it spooky. Everyone else called it the adventure of a lifetime. Chapter 3. The Secret Island. The explorers followed the journal's hints deep into the dense forests of Roanoke Island. The trees were enormous, their branches twisted like giant green hands. The air smelled of salt and mystery. Birds cawed, squirrels chattered, and somewhere far away, the ocean whispered secrets. Suddenly, they stumbled upon a hidden cove, invisible from the main path. The sand glowed faintly, almost as if sprinkled with stardust. Tiny symbols etched into the rocks sparkled in the sunlight. "Is this magic?" whispered one of the explorers. "Or very, very old glitter," said another, trying not to laugh. In the middle of the cove, a small wooden door was half buried in sand. It had a strange lock shaped like a star. Thomas, if he were alive today, would have shouted, "Treasure chest! Secret passage! Don't touch that!" But curiosity got the better of them. With a bit of pushing, the door creaked open, revealing a spiral staircase leading underground. The walls were covered with carvings, faces, animals, symbols, and words that seemed to move when you blinked. And then, a soft whisper echoed through the tunnel. "Welcome, seekers of forgotten files." Goosebumps ran down the explorers' arms. They realized this wasn't just an adventure. It was a story that had been waiting for them. For centuries.